Hello everyone, and happy Monday evening by the time you guys see this. I just got home from work. It was a little bit of a long day, but I'm glad to be home and recording some more Renowned Explorers. You know what? Let me take a look and see if there's any comments on the channel right now. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Small comment about what the reward would have been in the last run, or in this run actually. We got, let's see here. Let me check and make sure this is this run I'm talking about. Yeah, so earlier in this run we got the Pumpkin King item. And one of the commenters was mentioning that the alternative pumpkin item that we could have gotten grants extra campaign for every level of Quick Thinker that the party has, which would have been very, very nice as we have Hojo as our captain, because he gives levels of Quick Thinker to all party members, and then we gained the Quick Thinker wits from the pumpkin item we did get. So the other pumpkin item would have been very nice as well for the extra encounter, especially because Hojo makes encounter tokens very, very nice to have. And a small comment about the Darkest Dungeon playthrough. I have not yet gotten to the special enemy, the first special enemy of the new DLC in Darkest Dungeon, as far as you guys have seen, but I have fought it twice now in the backlog, and man, that thing is brutal. I mean, just absolutely insane. It's worse than the bosses. I've killed 2 bosses already. Small spoilers, by the way. I've killed 2 bosses already in my backlog for Darkest Dungeon. And neither one of them cost me a crew member. But that thing in the DLC, those of you who've played it know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, watch for the Darkest Dungeon episode coming up tonight, and you will find out for yourself. That thing in the first DLC area is insane. It's so strong comparatively to everything else you fight at that level in that game. It's incredible. I admit I got a little salty in the episode coming up tonight about how strong that thing is with no warning whatsoever. But I get myself together and I try again just a couple videos later. So look out for that video as well. And maybe in a couple of videos I'll talk about what I've learned so far about the DLC and how we're going to go from there. But yeah, if you are watching Darkest Dungeon, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope that series continues to get some love because I am really enjoying playing it. And if you have not checked out Darkest Dungeon and you think you might be interested, please head over and give it a look. Just give it one look. See if you are interested or not. Whether or not that series survives is totally dependent on how many views it continues to get. That's just the way it works in YouTube land. And if it does not get any love, then we will move on to something else. But I hope this one will stick. It's a nice change from Renowned Explorers, but with very similar ideas and, in a way, a very similar playstyle. Although the aesthetic is, of course, very different. Okay, let's move on to what we're playing here. Renowned Explorers, let's go. I probably won't make a habit of looking through the comments in a video, but you know what? I thought, why not? Let's give it a try. Let's see what's happening. And basically that comment was just mentioning how horrible that thing is if you come across it without knowing exactly what you're up to, and I did not. I had no clue, and it went very interestingly. Okay, let's go. We are going to head somewhere. We're looking for campaign, which would normally mean the Highlands. We have a beguiler. We have a diplomat. Or no, we don't have a diplomat. We have a tactician. We have a level 2 diplomat, which is not great, but it is something at least. No engineer though. But we do in status and gold, so that's decent. Egypt, of course, would be nice because we're missing the treasure there, but we don't have an archaeologist, we don't have an athlete, and we don't have a survivalist, and we barely have a rogue. And that leaves, well, of 3-star missions at least, that leaves the Andean Adventure. And we don't have much of this either. Now, we could go for a 4-star expedition. We could do 2 4-stars in a row if we would like to. We do want to do the Anagaga Archipelago next time in the hope that we will grab the Campfire Story for Phelan in our current expedition. We could go to the Emerged Island, But we're not great at research. Not ideal. We could go to Transylvania. Diplomat, Beguiler, and Quick Thinker. That's not bad. We're just missing the Engineer. We really want status in gold, though, rather than status of research. Let's go to the Highlands. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. Okay, Rival gets all his points. Okay, this expedition requires getting to the Abbey and convincing the Abbess to give us the treasure. We'll see how that goes. Alright, we do need to be focusing on friendly champions. We need 2 more encounters friendly in order to complete this before Rivalo gets to it. On the other hand, there is something odd here, and I would very much like to figure out what that is. Maybe we'll start with the encounter and work our way back. Yeah, let's do that. Bullies are from all over the world. These 2 Highlanders have grown fond of annoying you, but we are very well prepared, being a tactician. Also, they gave us plenty of warning. Give me a second. I'm going to check what the cat's doing. I just got home, so they're very wild, and this is the time they like to get into trouble because I'm not showing them enough affection and love. Give me 1 second here. Yes, that's very suspicious. You walk out in the hallway to see what the cats are doing, and one of them is just standing in the hallway staring at me, and the other one's standing in the bedroom staring at me. Which is a pretty good... means that there's a pretty good assumption to be made that they were indeed getting into trouble and heard me get up and walk toward the door, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, someone's coming. Well, we'll just stand here and look pretty, right? Right, Callie? And now one of them is sitting in my lap, spraying me with cat hair. Which is the life and times of every cat owner to some degree. Unless you have a Sphinx, I guess. But they have the dander issue still. Or not a Sphinx. Is it a Sphinx? Which one's the hairless one? I don't actually know. I don't have one. Never have. But apparently they still have dander issues, even though they are hairless. So they don't actually help much with allergies. You can get hypoallergenic cats. They're very expensive. They've been bred specifically for that, is my understanding. I used to have cat allergies, especially when I was young. Had very severe pet allergies of all types, both dog and cat, actually. But that never fazed us. We owned dogs and cats the entire time I grew up anyway, and now I don't have allergies to either one. I've had it. I've become immune by mass exposure, essentially. It's not a tactic I'd recommend for most people, because it is just as likely to not work and make your allergies much worse when you grow up as it is to work. My dad, for instance, always grew up with cats. His allergies are just as bad as they always have been. An encounter once made inside on campaign is not bad. I don't know if we care about giving her boots this time, so let's go ahead and take that. So yeah, it's not a tactic I'd recommend necessarily, but for me, it worked out really nicely, and I do have allergies still, but it's to plants and stuff. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna use a tool on this. Different types of pollen, things like that. And actually, my allergies where I live now in Texas are not bad at all. My allergies when I go back to San Diego, where I grew up, are very, very bad. An abandoned manor. All right, let's expect it. We'll put Victor on. No, let's put Hojo on card duty. He's a quick thinker. You find a weapons collection. Good, we have a tactician, so Victor can point out the best weapons in this collection to take. And Phelan finds a secret doorway. You can't believe what you see. Bloody knives, backpacks, and compasses are scattered around, but even scarier, there are paintings of renowned explorer members, marked with red crosses and death marks. You feel quite threatened, indeed. A strong and shady group is approaching the manor. Let's try to sneak out, and we should have no problem whatsoever in doing so. Okay. Who were those guys? What do they have to do with the renowned explorers? We better watch our backs. But Hojo talks to the others about what happened and explains that whatever you do in life, there will always be people who are against you. By sticking together, we can take on any challenge or danger. Maybe, or maybe we'll fail. You know, lately, we've failed quite a bit. We'll see how it goes. The crew is still curious about Victor's military past. His bravery is commendable, if a little bit reckless. They're also curious as to why he has a strong preference for peace. Who's really interested? Probably Hojo. Well, actually, maybe Fei Lin. Fei Lin's that secret assassin. Secret, quote-unquote. Yeah, I think Fei Lin. How did he earn that special rapier? What was it like fighting in the Crimean War? Victor would rather not talk about it. It's obviously something very personal. Maybe if you were going to go on some more adventures together, Victor might open up and trust Fei Lin. That's fair. Definitely fair. If you do have any vets that you know, veterans that you know, and they ask not to talk about that stuff, please respect that. That is very important to those people, that they not have to recount what they have gone through in service of whatever country they are a part of or whatever homeland they are a part of. And we should try to respect that. I think most people do a very good job of respecting that, but you know, just keep that in mind. A lot of those people went through very terrible things. They did things, even in some cases, that they are not proud of, and recounting those things can be quite harsh. And I feel for that. I don't have any particular experience to say that I empathize. I don't have any particular experiences that would even come close to that, but I can at least respect the experience that they did go through, and respect that by allowing them not to talk about it if they do not wish to. And I think Fei Lin did that here too. She sort of let it go. That's good. The merchant is convinced by Victor. You strike a hard bargain, but you got yourself a deal. You're quite a well-spoken traveler. Some profits and some status is very nice. And we got yet another epic encounter here. Let's go take a look. A late medieval castle. It looks like it's in excellent condition. Explore the castle, pretend you didn't see it, and continue exploring. We're going to explore it. The first room is a fantastic dining hall, barely touched. Let's take some campaign. The next room you walk through seems to be a throne room. A small wooden throne sits in the middle of an otherwise cold-looking room. And Victor suggests you continue exploring. Okay, we have mechanical traps. We can try to run through it, or we can disable it. And we're going to have a better time running through it, probably, with a quick thinker. Yes, indeed. Wow, Fei Lin and Hojo, equally good at this, and both brave, which we already knew. And Victor's brave too, even though he's not quite as good. We'll let Hojo do it, because he'll get the extra encounter. Oh, and the 3 campaign for being a level 3 quick thinker that succeeds on a challenge. You gotta remember that. Hojo gets extra rewards for succeeding on quick thinker challenges. Very nice. There it is, the final door. Let's go in, and a treasure chamber. But you hear a voice next to you. Whoa, lads, look at that gold. I told you to follow the Great McRae. A group of Scottish explorers. There was another entrance. They turned to you. This is the Great McRae's discovery. Well, we both found it at the same time. We can share the haul. Okay, that's fine. We'll split it. I probably should have fought it out, in retrospect. Just to get the friendly champion, because we are getting close to Ravelo taking that from us. And if not taking that fight there, yep, crap, we should have fought. That was unfortunate. I did that poorly. I should have not agreed to the split. I was trying to be nice. Yeah, terrible card choice. We're just getting really unlucky with campfire cards in this campaign. All I wanted was Fei Lin's campfire card, and we never drew it just by discarding all 4 cards every time. That's really unlucky. I guess we will do Meet the Locals. That is a great campfire story, actually. This campfire story is rarely good for me, but in this particular crew, where we are focusing on Tactician, Beguiler, and Quick Thinker, 19 Encounter is a ton. That will give us a lot of golden status. We could wait and take this on the 4th expedition to get even more out of it. But I think I actually want it now. Huh. How many encounter will we gain if we wait? 1 there. 1 here. No, we won't gain that. She already has storytelling. And 1 there. So we'll gain 2 from that. Let's say that we get 2 specialty entourages, so we're losing like 4 encounter if we grab it now. I think I want it now. We'll go ahead and save, keep the locals at this point, meet the locals at this point. The cats are running in circles around the apartment. Merlin, what is wrong with you? Come here. Come here. What's wrong? Huh? Oh, Callie came in running. What's wrong with you two? Are you okay? Yes, hi. Hello. Hello, adopted child. What are you doing? Oh, we're purring. Okay, well, I suppose that's a good answer. Yes, we're purring. All right. Let's take this, and we will keep Meet the Locals. At this point, I don't think we're getting Phelan's Campfire card in time anyway. Unfortunately. What a spirited debate. The crew members are using all their wits to argue the best use of gold and fame they have collected. Hojo even makes a personal attack in the heat of it all, insulting Victor's approach and intelligence. The argument does wind down, and both come to a uniting conclusion. However, Victor is still a little salty about Hojo's insult. That's fair. That's a fair thing to be upset about. And gains a little bit of extra speech power. That's cool. Nothing interesting here. Let's go grab some supplies and head to this witch challenge. That'll be nice. And there is another encounter here, which we should probably go take that. The crew's walking through a piece of nature that seems incredibly well kept. A sad-looking nobleman walks up to you. It seems you're enjoying my estate. You are invited to my manor. I have a problem, you see. When you arrive at his manor, which is a total mess, the nobleman explains, I'm very lonely, but I finally got a date. However, my servants have all betrayed me and left. I'm in desperate need of someone to help me fix my issues. Alright. Go talk to the neighbors. Sure, we need to stop them from playing bagpipes. Soon enough, you find some Scotsmen who are readying themselves to play some bagpipes. Hojo explains the situation, but the response surprises you. We're doing this on purpose. We want to annoy that guy. Alright, well, we'll try to convince them otherwise. Ah, 1 second. I have to check on this cat again. He is getting himself in trouble. I cannot manage to catch them doing whatever they are doing, but every time I turn my back and go back to recording, they go get in trouble. I can hear them doing it. Oh my gosh, this is worse than they usually are. They must be, they must have missed the two of us not being around today for whatever reason. It affected them more than usual. Go ahead and buff Victor up so he can use his AoE next turn, and we're just gonna stay here right in the middle. We'll let these guys all approach. Alright. You know, one of the reasons that my wife and I have not decided to have kids yet at this point is because we can barely deal with 2 cats at the same time. And we can't imagine how much more difficult it would be with throwing kids in the mix, right? Yeah, you guys are a handful. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. Okay. As long as we're on the same page. Yes, hi. Are you getting in trouble? Yeah, we got that look. Anyway. Let's do that. Got a couple plans tonight that we're going to go do as soon as I finish recording here, as soon as my wife gets home, which will be in about 20 minutes or so. We got plenty of time to finish this up. Probably can't get a second episode done, but I'll try to do it later tonight instead. For one thing, my dress shoes one of them has fallen apart. The heel has separated from the bottom of the sole. And so I apparently need to go buy new dress shoes, which is, was not on my list of things that I wanted to do today, but that's the way it goes. That's the way most errands and stuff goes, isn't it? You rarely have it in mind. It's just something that ends up being a requirement. Cannot reach these guys with Phelan's. I could reach them with Enrage, but eh. Let's just try to finish one of these guys off. Nope, can't unless he rolls very high. We'll see. Ah, nice roll. Okay. We did indeed finish him off, and we'll finish off the last one next turn. Not worried about whatever damage he'll do to us. I will say that one of the biggest weaknesses of Phelan, because I like Phelan, I think she's a good character, but one of the biggest weaknesses I continuously run into is that she has a touch AoE, like an AoE that's around her body, right? And she has really short walking range. She can only go 3 squares, which is typical for a diplomat. Like, that's not unusual for a speaker character. But most of the characters I use with AoEs around their bodies either are scouts, so they can move a great distance, or they're athletes, which means that they are tanks and they sit in the middle of enemies anyway. And because I'm just gonna refuse because he thinks it's a bad joke. Because Phelan is both squishy and has low movement speed, I have trouble getting her in the middle of groups of enemies on occasion. Actually, very often. Go search for flowers. Yeah, we can do that. Although we get minus resolve if we fail. So, you know what? Forget it. Never mind. We're gonna leave. We've had it up to here with this man. Hojo refuses and demands payment. He reluctantly agrees. Here's some coin and you can take a useless trinket from the storage room. While looking through the storage room alone, the crew finds a treasure that's been left behind. Very nice. The sterling head. 2 treasure hunt or 2 secret? We'll go ahead and grab the 2 secret. Why not? As the crew leaves the estate, you encounter Maria. On her way to the mansion, Hojo greets her courteously and wishes her the best of luck. I've never found out, or at least don't remember, what happens if you have Maria in your party. Is this someone else in that case, or do you just never get this event? I'm curious. The crew finds a flock of sheep that seem to have lost its herder. They look very bummed out. We'll comfort them, sure. Phelan does a little dance and sings a song to the sheep, who are immediately captivated. And they're following us around now. 2 supplies left. A village is in need of dire need of your help. We are raided by bandits and could use some tactical training. Victor can do that very nicely. It took some time, but Victor drilled these villagers into a capable militia. When you leave, the militia come to you with a gift. Please accept this crown of King Ongus as a token of our military relations. Thank you. Appreciate it. However, we are now out of supplies. 1 to 3 gold from encounter, 2 research from encounter, or 6 collect. 2 research from encounter might be nice. And Phelan loses some speech power. That's very unfortunate. You know what? Let's risk it and go to one more wits challenge. Oh, and another epic encounter. Another flock of sheep. Yeah, we'll calm them down, sure. With sharpened senses, Hojo quickly scouts the field of chaos. There is a berserking squirrel. Hojo gives it a kick to knock it back to its senses, and the sheep start following us some more. And Victor loses speech power. Wow, that is unfortunate. I would love to find the last flock of sheep and get the special epic encounter from this one. That would give us 3 epic encounters on one map, but I really can't afford to, unfortunately. I will go to this, though. Knock on the wooden doors. Greetings, traveler. What is it you need? We don't let just anyone enter. You need to prove yourself by either arm wrestling or in battle. Yeah, maybe battle? Yeah, arm wrestling is probably not going to go well. Oh, I shouldn't have chosen that. I thought we could back out. That's unfortunate. All right, I will use my tool here then for the 73% chance at the arm wrestling. I would have taken the fight. I just wanted to look and see what our chances were, but I lost out on the opportunity. You've been given a tour of the castle. A whole load of friendly Highlanders are gathered there, but for what, you do not know. The beds are comfortable and warm, and you fall asleep right away. However, in the middle of the night, a strange noise wakes you. Yeah, let's go take a look. Ah, Feilin is a dancer. She feels the beat and will gain Athlete Tough and Quick Thinker Unpredictable. However, we don't really care if she gets Quick Thinker Unpredictable. We would rather Hojo get it. We don't really care about Athlete Tough. So if Hojo can get it, he cannot. Okay, Hojo cannot get the Quick Thinker perk. So we will go ahead and have Feilin dance with them, yes. Feilin feels the beat, loosens up, and completely lets herself go. The other dancers are amazed. Such power, such fire, nobody saw this coming. And we get 3 encounter as well. Nice. Now we are out of supplies again, and Victor loses attack power. Let's go ahead and finish off this expedition. 2 of our members have lost speech power, which is not great in any way. Let's see if we can get into the Abbey. We'll try to talk our way in, and Feilin will easily convince the Abbess to allow us to come. Get the treasure from her, theoretically. I will let you in on one condition. Victor has to drink this holy water. Sure, that's fine. You probably want the mysterious relic we have here. What do you want it for? We want the world to see it. The Abbess understands, but isn't going to give in so easily. That's a noble goal, but this relic belongs to this Abbey. Okay, we'll try to convince her in combat. Merlin, come here. You get in trouble? Hi. Yeah, come say hi to me. Come sit here. You can purr and be good. I'll consider it, he says. I'll think about purring for you. I don't know. He is much more likely, and by much more, I mean a ton more likely, to purr for my wife rather than me. I'm sort of the adopted parent in this relationship. Yes, you had 5 years with Amy before I came along, and you're still not sure that that was a good deal for you. He does get rather cozy as soon as I'm the only available option, though. Then all of a sudden it's alright that I'm around. But usually he's not quite so sure. Okay, let's see here. I feel like I smell something like burning in the background. It can't be important though, right? I'll check it after I finish recording. I don't think either of the cats is on fire, and that's all that really matters short term. We'll figure it out. Okay, we are going to take quite a bit of damage here, which I'm a little concerned about, especially because considering that 2 of our main members, well, yeah, 2 of our main members got their speech reduced, so they are not in fighting form, which is concerning. I would like to get a war dance off on our entire crew. Can we manage that? I think we can. Let's bring Hojo here. Let's impress the Abbess. We will bring Victor to here, bring Feilin in here, and war dance these 2, along with both our party members. There we go. That looks pretty good. And what can Victor do? Not too much, unfortunately, from this position. And he is out of movement, I believe. Yes, he is. So we could try for an enrage. It's not going to do anything. She's immune to that. And we can't stab anyone. So I guess we're just going to sit here. Now, Feilin was the one person who did not get healed. And she is going to go down. That's unfortunate. But we do have 5 resolve still. I'm kind of hoping that Victor's AoE will scale up enough that he can do some decent damage to some of these ads, some of these nuns. Because he might actually go down right here. It's going to be very close. Roll low. Nope, and Victor also goes down. That is terrible for us. Absolutely terrible. Fortunately, both Hojo and Feilin will get some significant buffs on this turn because they have been rezzing an ally, and that encourages them. And we can take out at least one of these nuns, which we should definitely do. And we'll hope they target anyone but Victor, essentially, because everyone else has some defensive buffs. The Abbess just prayed. That's actually pretty nice for us. We are happy that she took this turn off. But Hojo is still going to take quite a bit of damage, even with those defenses. Ooh, okay, miss. Alright. Yeah, Peace Treaty just really still doesn't do that much. And War Dance is still a turn away from being off cooldown. I could try to go for the Abbess, but that's unlikely to go well, because we can't even get both Phelan and Victor in there to attack her. So I think this is going to be a turn to clean up nuns before this other party of nuns over to the left arrives. We also have the option of assassinating the Abbess if she gets a little bit lower. Let's go all the way over here, away from the Abbess a little bit, and hopefully she doesn't target Hojo. Hojo is the one person that might go down from an Abbess attack. Especially because she's excited. We do need to fix that at some point. That wasn't too bad. Let's bring Hojo over. We can get another War Dance off, which would be really nice. Either that, or we can just assassinate her. We should probably just assassinate her. Can I kill her with friendly? Oh, actually, I can kill her with friendly. Never mind. Let's do that. That's preferable to risking getting some sort of aggressive battle somehow. You convinced the Abbess the treasure is in good hands. We did lose a couple resolve, but that's alright. It was by no means an easy task, but you did convince her, and she gives us the treasure. We'll see what we get. Columbus Staff. Alright. 1 to 3 stats from campaign is very nice. Or 3 campaign for each level of Beguiler in your crew. Wow. That's incredible. I mean, right now that's 15 campaign. Is that better than 1 to 3 stats from campaign? So we would get an average of 80 to 100 campaign from this right now. On the other hand, 15 campaign would give us about double that. But this will be useful for more expeditions. It'll be useful for this one, and the 4th one, and the 5th one. So overall, this will give us... It'll give us more... this will give us more status. But this will give us more right now. Well, this is the better option. As much as I like this, this is technically better. Nah, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to take the instant gratification. I want that 15 status right now. Just be aware that I'm aware that the other option was technically the better one. But I wanted the status for this overworld map. I think it might come in handy. We'll see. Some extra insight, a little bit more supplies, very nice. Lots of status. This is going to be pretty good. Alright, 56, not too shabby. Over 1,000 status. Yeah, actually, almost 2,000 status, and 1,000 gold as well. Ravelo gets more honorary titles for orphanages, and we are going to agree to not take 3-star expeditions anymore. Very good. We will do our overworld map next time, but let's open up Constantinople, perhaps? Yeah, I think Constantinople. We will eventually want to get the Asia markets, but for now, we'll go with another entourage shop. This entourage shop for the Turkish baths is pretty good. Yeah, I like this one. Especially this one. This is what I was looking for. 3 to 5 gold from campaign is amazing, and I want to grab that before I forget. So we're going to do it right now, just to make sure I don't forget to do it. All right, we'll continue this next time. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video. If you want to see more like this in the future, please subscribe. And otherwise, I'll see you next time in Renowned Explorers.